Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twist of Life and TV. We poetry. I'm poetry. You are here for a recap on the run of Money Heist. This is going to be for episode 2 of part 4. So, going to jump right on into it. See, I had to roll on over to the Bank of Spain. See how my crew was doing, right? Last we left off, Nairobi was still lying on the table. They's about to cut her open, try to get that bullet out of her lung. They may have to dissect a piece of her lung or resect a piece of her lung, to keep her alive. And we had the Pakistani doctor on the system, on the computer, from telling us how to do this doggone operation. Okay, and Tamayo, who's the head investor, the head police officer over the doggone sting or whatever operation, he cutting the damn feed. They learned it was a signal going in, and he cutting the feed. So now we got Nairobi cut open on the goddamn table. Her ribs cracked and shit. She bleeding out. Arturo trying to give us fucked up blood. All that's going on. And now we going dark. We got to do it by ourselves with no assistance from the Pakistani doctor because they cut that feed. That's where we left off at. Okay, so we pick up there, Tokyo, scalpel in hand. Everybody quietly panicking because we don't want to show that we just freaking the fuck out, but we all quietly panicking right now. I'm back up in the corner, up in the cut, like, come on, girl, you can do this. You can do this. I'm talking to her like, you can do this, girl. Come on, you can do this. Everybody is cracking, though. Everybody around us is cracking. And Arturo, he upstairs working on another master plan. I ain't quite sure exactly what he doing, but he working on another master plan. So, Tokyo, she taking her deep breaths. Woosah, woosah, woosah. She get on in there. She pulled the bullet out. Now, remember the governor had a little bit of medical training. He ain't on our side, but for some reason, he gonna help us out. Like, usually he was reluctant and shit. I mean, they punch his ass out every time he said he wasn't going to do something. But he, very eager to help us save Nairobi at this point. So he walking her through it like, okay, there's the bullet. Get the bullet out. There you go, there you go, there you go. Now we got to take out that piece of lung. They took out a large chunk of lung. A large chunk of lung. I was like, oh, my gosh. And then they got to close her up. How you close the ribs back up once you crack the ribs like that? They got to close her back up and, pray she gonna make it. She in a coma-like state at this point, or she's still heavily sedated, one of the two. Out on the table. Now, why they in here performing this doggone surgery? Palermo is upstairs cracking. He cracking. This motherfucker say, I'm leaving. I thought that when he said he was gonna sit back and watch and let Tokyo do her thing, that he was just gonna see if there was gonna be an epic failure going on. No, Palermo said, fuck this, I'm out of here. This motherfucker finna leave, y'all. He upstairs put on his 3-piece Italian-made suit. Where he got a suit from in the middle of the goddamn bank robbery or heist, I don't know. But he put on this 3-piece suit. Cleaned up his face as best as he can. Removed his did he remove his eye patch? He did remove his eye patch. Remember, he got those glass sharpeners in his eye. Removed his eye patch. He could do best as he could with the little cuts and shit he got all over his face. Combed his hair, brushed his teeth, threw some deodorant on the armpits, washed behind his balls. He did all that. Got dressed, went downstairs like, let's go, let's get it. Okay. And he's singing and whistling Dixie, and everybody looking like, what the fuck is wrong with Palermo? I forgot what song he was singing. He was singing a song in English that I knew too. I can't remember what song he was singing. He just singing like la da 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 da. He just going around singing. He come downstairs where the hostages are at, and I believe Rio was down there. He sets down these looks like explosives to me. Turned out to be they was Claymore mines. He sets them down there in front of the hostages and begins to try to walk out the door. Now, go upstairs for a second. Arturo all beat the fuck up, the hell to be damned. And they got one of the other hostages. I think she used to be a nurse. They said, I forgot her name. Sorry. And she fixing up Arturo. You know, he trying to act all tough. She like, I put this alcohol on your face, it's gonna burn. He's like, oh, I can take the pain. I'm made for this shit. She put it on there. He's like, oh, like a little bitch. You know, like the little bitch that Arturo is. So she cleaning him on up and get some blood on her. This old pervy creep motherfucker, he like, yeah, you got some blood on you, this and the other. He wasn't telling her she got some blood on her just to be nice or to get herself cleaned up. He wanted to see her damn titties. That's all the way. His motherfucker's a pervert. He probably was sitting there jacking off in the corner. We just couldn't see it. So pervy ass, while she trying to clean the blood off her chest, he say something to her that gets her to turn around where he can see her full frontal. You know, I think she still had her bra on and stuff though, but you know, she feeling comfortable talking to him because he caring for her at the same time she caring for him. And he told her that he was gonna protect her. He's gonna make sure he protect her and make her his special project. And I was like, what the fuck is Arturo got going on? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Now, in the meantime, Rio come in. Denver come in. He looking at Arturo. Arturo, yeah, I fucked you up good, you know. He a little bit ashamed. Rio come in and look at him too. Like, nigga, did you really do this? Did you wild out like that? I mean, because Arturo's fucked up. One eye closed and everything. Optical nerve just damaged. And who else come in? Monica had already came in and seen him, what have you. And she's still pissed. Like I said, fuck her anyway. So Rio gonna talk to Denver like, dude, you're losing your damn mind. You need to get control of your actions. You can't keep popping off at the handle like this. And I'm like, when has Denver ever really popped off at the handle for real? Somebody please explain it to me. I don't recall any situation that Denver just popped off at the handle, and they keep trying to make it seem like this is something that he's known for. He's always flying off at the handle. He's always whooping somebody's ass without cause. There was cause and justification to beat Arturo's ass. I'm telling y'all right now. But okay, so this is the conversation that Rio was having with Denver, and Denver was like, dude, something happened to you. Them motherfuckers fuck with your manhood when you was being tortured. Did they touch you improperly? What happened? Rio wouldn't answer him because actually I don't think Rio really understood what all was going through with him. He tell him, dude, you suffer from PTSD. And he say, I may be cracking, but you cracking too. And Rio was like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. No, you cracking. You suffering from PTSD. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to blow up in a moment's notice, in a moment's whim. He say, well, you want to know one reason why I know you cracking? You broke up with damn Tokyo. Tokyo of all people. He compared her to a Maserati. He said, she's like a Maserati. And you just don't sit your Maserati on the curbside with the keys and the engine running. If you know, when you got a fucking Maserati. He said, you must be going crazy. Something ain't right. You gotta be suffering from PTSD to let Tokyo go. Okay. So, somehow, Monica talked to Rio. We didn't get to see that part. And Rio let her know what Denver said. Well, Monica come in, like, did you tell Rio that he got PTSD, that he's suffering from stress and depression? What the fuck he is? Something happened to that boy. Something happened when he was tortured. They took his fucking manhood. Somebody probably rammed him in the ass 15 good times. Something. He said something along those lines. I'm not making that part up. He said somebody probably got him in the butt like 15 times. Somebody got behind him 15 times. Something like that. You know, so then was like, I'm really worried about my boy. You know. So, and then her mom could go, I just can't. I just can't. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know you anymore. I thought I knew you, but now I just have to take my blinders off and really see you for the person that you really are. And I can't have you around me or my son like that. I just can't do it. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I can't do it. This, us, we're through. And I'm thinking, bitch, you broke up with him last episode. Is he still like, what the fuck? You know? So, but God tried to come over and talk to them like that, bruh. Let me tell you a little bit about women. I know a little bit about women. Not much, but a little bit. When a girl, a lady, a woman, whatever, come to you with that type of aggression, when she marches towards you like that, the best thing for you to do is shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. He like, don't say nothing. Because one, you don't even know what the fuck she mad at. So ain't no point in you trying to argue or debate your point when you don't even know what the fuck she mad at for real. Don't say nothing. Wait till she calm the hell down before you even try to interact with her again. But then like he said, I know what she mad at. She been mad since the goddamn monastery. She been carrying it over forever since the fucking monastery. She's still mad, you know. She just gonna be mad. Like, I'm like, fuck her. That's why I keep saying, fuck her. Then, but you can do better. I don't know who you can do it with because y'all motherfuckers on the run and shit. But still, he like, fuck her. You know, I mean, she just mad. She just mad. I ain't gonna understand it. But he's like, yeah, I ain't supposed to have an opinion. I ain't supposed to have a thought. But God, like, no, not right now, dog. Let her have that. Let her have that. So, on the outside, like I said, the professor, that motherfucker's cracking too. He freaking the fuck out. And Marcel trying to keep him in check. Last episode, we saw him out there break down in the field crying, and, you know, he had to let it all out. The professor is really losing his mind. Meanwhile, we got Raquel, Lisbo. I thought it was Lisbon with an N. It's Lisbo, Lisboa. I saw her Twitter page. She's out there with the police. So they gonna dress her up as a police officer to bring her back into the doggone tent. So Alicia Sierra could interrogate her. Now, they were supposed to have called a truce between our people and their people, but, you know, ain't nobody honoring this fucking truce. So when she first brought her in and they took off her mask, everybody stood up and looked like, okay, this bitch here, fucking traitor. But it seemed to me at first that the conversation she was having with Sierra was like, she shook her hand or something like that and say, hey, no, you ain't used to seeing me pregnant. The conversation seemed like, okay, girl, you done had yourself undercover for 2 years. Now you back with us. What's really going on? That's what I thought at first. Then I realized, no, Alicia is really interrogating that ass. I'm going to go back to calling her Sierra. She really interrogated ass. She is good at the mind fuck. Whoever is writing her character is good. Whoever is writing her character is good. So she had already gotten to their head and put tension in between her and the professor anyway out there in the field. When she talked to them over the comms, had them doubting each other, and so she really playing with her head right now. Like, look here, we gonna find where you hid your mama and your daughter, took them away, and it's gonna be all bad for you. You gonna go to jail for at least 30 years, and that's all you gonna get for the professor, some conjugal visits. Which is so funny to me that she keeps saying that, because the professor who is actually on the run, who they want, who they chasing, y'all gonna let him come in for conjugal visits. Raquel, you ain't picking up on that shit. That don't make sense to you, do it, girl? Okay, but she kept saying it. She kept saying it over and over again. And she's really feeding into Raquel's brain that you cannot trust the professor. You can't trust him at all. I mean, hasn't he belittled you before? He don't listen to your ideas. You always following him. That's the one thing to get to a woman, is always say how she running up after a man and ain't got a mind of her own. You've always been this way. You picked Alberto. Remember, he used to beat your ass. You always had bad choices in men. You slept with Angel. He a married fucking man. You know, she really digging into her and telling her mama gonna be her mama with Alzheimer ain't gonna remember who the fuck she is anyway. By the time she get out of jail, her daughter gonna be 50. She gonna be 80. All her life gonna be done and over with. So she's like really, really getting her. And it's starting to get to Raquel. Raquel's starting to recall all the times the professor wouldn't listen to her. The professor doubted her. The professor called her a weakest link. She looked like she ready to crack. She looked like she ready to break. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and at the same time, there's a police officer in there who look like he ready to break too. He come in and talk to Tamayo like, hey, I didn't see no arrest report on Raquel. What the fuck is going on? That ain't how we do things. Tamayo say, we do things how the fuck I say do things. Now, he said he was like regretting that Sierra tortured Rio, but he ain't got no problem with fucking over Raquel. We gonna sit her ass here in the middle of the night, let her sit in her own piss and stew until she tell us what we need to know. Which is basically where the professor, she's like, I don't know. She knew part of the plan, but she didn't know the whole plan. And that's the one thing with the professor. He ain't gonna tell everybody every part of the plan. But Alicia Sierra using that against her to say he don't fucking trust you, and it's starting to work. So this officer, like, they told him to shut the fuck up, sit the hell down, don't worry about what the hell we doing. We making moves over here. You just follow our lead. Okay. So, like I said, out there in the field, the professor is thinking of Berlin's wedding. Everybody's singing and getting down, you know. Tatiana, Bagata, Marcel, Palermo, they and all the monks at the monastery. They all getting it, baby. Enjoying themselves. And the professor, he's like, I can't be happy for my brother right now. And Berlin is like, what the fuck is going on? Why you can't be? I do like the fact that they keep bringing up Berlin and putting him back to the storyline. However, I wish they would do the same thing with Oslo and Moscow too. Like, add them back into the storyline some kind of way, the same way y'all doing Berlin. But I understand that Berlin was Professor's brother, so that's probably why he got more of an attachment. But still, Moscow was Denver daddy. Bring him back too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, they having fun at this wedding, and the whole point of the wedding, Professor was like, you are betraying Tatiana. You about to die. You finna marry this woman and steal some of the best years of her life and leave her with grief and agony. And Berlin is like, you know, shit, she gonna betray me one day. And Professor like, no, she loves you. You don't betray the one that you love. You know, this is the whole conversation is basically around. And then he was like, everybody gonna betray somebody one day. Palermo will betray me. Tatiana gonna betray me. And yes, I will eventually betray her at some point in my life. I gotta get around here before I get to this toll thing where snap your picture, say I'm in the toll lane. Okay, so it finally hit the professor that Raquel could possibly betray him, because he was like, Belen was telling him, look here, it's not how much somebody loves you that will determine whether or not they will betray you. It's about the circumstance that they're put in front of. And at first I was thinking, that's some bullshit. Then I really thought about it. I was like, you know what? That motherfucker making some sense right there. That makes some sense. Because let me tell you, if it became down to between my love for you and whether or not my kid was going to have some horn put up against them, I'm going to choose my kid every time. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how much I love you. It's not that I'm going to choose my kid every time. So he was saying, somebody going to betray you at some point in time. And then Professor was just wasn't hearing him at first, and then Berlin said, think about it. What if they came up with a cure for my disease? Who would you betray then to get it? You know, you probably betray my own damn mama to get it. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of found it. I understood what he's saying. Well, like I said, Professor out there was still cracking in real time, in real life, though not in a flashback. He was still out there freaking out. And Tokyo called him up. Oh, this is before Tokyo called him. So we're going to go back to the bank for a second. So we go, we got Palermo down there. And he about to walk out the door. He said, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Fuck y'all and feed y'all grits. This ain't for me no more. I'm just going to walk the fuck out of it. Now, you just wouldn't let Nairobi go. So we know that Palermo is cracking. But Tokyo come down with the gun like you ain't going no motherfucking work. Stand down. He was like, girl, bye. You ain't finna shoot me? She said, oh, yeah, I will. So she shot. He tried to hit the little button to open the door. She shot that button. Now you ain't going out that way. He said, okay, I'm gonna walk over to this manual release, and I'm gonna do it that way. He pulled out the shooting that way too, and then he said, okay, check this out, bitch. Let me let you know what I just did. You see them damn things I put down on the floor? Those are Claymore mines. I got the remote switch. You want to play with me? Because I ain't got no problem killing your ass. I don't like you anyway. And so Tokyo tried to tell him, look, dude, you still into charge. You in charge of the technical shit. I'm in charge of the military shit. And he like, the technical shit? I'm not no fucking geek, you know. What the fuck good is I'm going to go out here and talk to them and play with the computer? No, that's not my role. That's not who I am. And so she tried to talk him down and get some understanding. He about to flick that Claymore mine. Like, come on, bitch, try me. I'm walking the fuck up out of here. And Tokyo ain't sure she really want to shoot him now, because if the Claymores are set by them, so if he hit that button, they all gonna die. He could probably hit it before the bullet hit him. He might make it, but they gonna die because them Claymores ain't that way. Okay, Helsinki come down. He's like, okay, here come my fat whore trying to talk to me. Helsinki come down and was like, dude, you done lost your motherfucking mind. You're losing your marbles. Calm the fuck down. He's like, dude, get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. I ain't trying to hurt you. And he said, I will kill your fat ass too. I will kill you dead and kill you quick. Helsinki like, no, you won't. See, because you act like you don't like me. You act like you didn't have no feelings for me. You try to be tough, but I know you, bro. I know you. You ain't gonna kill me. You gonna have to do it. Fuck it. You gonna have to kill me. Helsinki start picking up the damn Claymore mines, y'all. Like, nigga, you know Palermo is off his rockers right now. He might just kill you for real, Helsinki. What's wrong with you? Helsinki went and picked up the Claymore mines. Now, first of all, I was like, y'all gonna let this motherfucker set this stuff down here, not knowing what the hell they are? It looked like explosives to me. Y'all should have thought it was explosives. And now he finna just let Helsinki pick up these damn mines. Now, mines are very fucking sensitive. They very fucking sensitive. They may not even need a remote detonator. But Helsinki picked him up, and he was right. Palermo wasn't gonna kill him. He broke down, got in his little feelings a little bit, got a little bit emotional. Helsinki came up and gave him a hug. Like, it's gonna be all right, boo-boo. It's gonna be all right. Tokyo walked up behind him, took that detonator out of his hand. So now they got Palermo ass tied up with the fucking hostages. This motherfucker done flipped his damn wig, right? Palermo is in there talking to remember the SWAT team people, the assault team that was coming after us, that we was able to capture and put as part of the hostages as well. We got them chained up. He talking to him and telling him in so many words how the fuck to get out of these handcuffs. Save yourselves. Be free, mama. Be free. And he's singing all loud and shit, and the dude's like, I'm gonna kill your ass. When I get free, that's who I'm gonna kill, is you. And Palermo's like, look here, I'm just saying, you move that thumb right there, is an easy one to dislocate. You can be free, you know. I wasn't sure if the dude really hurt him, because the dude just hate him anyway. He hate our team. He was an asshole anyway. Fuck that cop. That's how I feel about him. So Rio heard him singing all loud, but ain't nobody paying attention to the words that Palermo was singing. Palermo is telling these motherfuckers how to break out and how to get free. Rio come put the gun to his head and tell him to shut the fuck up. You know, calm down, my nigga. Calm down. Okay, so Tokyo calls up the professor. Get him on the phone. Like, look here. Everything good here. Cool. I got it under control. He was like, Tokyo, you staged a fucking coup, a fucking mutiny against who I put in leadership. This ain't, everything is all bad. Ain't nothing good. They done killed Lisbon. They you know, everybody died around us. Everybody captured. Rio was captured to torture. Everything is bone. Nairobi is half dead on the table. Everything is bad right now. Palermo was doing what was best. He was getting the fuck out of there, saving himself. This is how we can tell that the professor cracking too, because professor don't think this way. Tokyo was like, look here, professor. I've always called you my guardian angel. I'm gonna be your guardian angel right now, because professor is like, look here, We can't get that fucking gold out of there without Palermo. You don't know how to do it, do you? No, you don't. You fucked up by chaining him up and making him a hostage and betraying him. Because now he ain't gonna help us do what we need to do. So, like I said, Toki said, calm the fuck down. Just listen to me. Tell me what happened with Lisbon. So he explained to her about what happened, how they executed her, and they shot her twice. And then he said, and I couldn't get there in time. When he said I could get there in time, Toki was like, wait, you wasn't there? You didn't see it happen? He's like, no. He said, Professor, remember we broke out of the bank. So they thought, but we were still there. We did this when my mama set me up and called and told me to come home. And said, well, nobody, it was safe for me to be home. There's police all around. I was able to deflect that situation too. It was all kind of stuff she kept bringing up, like, Professor, we done did this. We pretended to do this, and this is what they believed, and this is what happened. Why you ain't thinking about this? Professor, oh my God, she ain't fucking dead. She ain't dead. But I gotta be sure. I need to go back to the Maker Spain. And Marcel, like, the fuck we on? We ain't going back there. That's not smart. He said, we gotta go back. We gotta confirm that she ain't dead. He said, I know you love her ass, but that's not what we finna do. He finally convinced Marcel that it's the right thing to do because they could be interrogating her if she's alive. And like I said, he was thinking about that situation where Berlin was talking about anybody will betray you when the right circumstances are put in front of you. Meaning her daughter. If they ever catch her daughter like they just did with Nairobi's daughter, she'd probably give it up. She would probably give it up. So he's like, we gotta find out. They get into a little fight because Marcel like, we ain't going no goddamn word. They get to this funniest little fucking fight. I didn't think the professor had it in on the fight at all, first of all. It was so funny. But anyway, in the end, they decide they gonna go make sure she's not being interrogated. They go put on their dolly mask and they red jumpsuits, whatever, mix in with the crowd. And there was no way for them to really get to see what was in there or get to the tent. But he just paid attention to a few things. He looked at this doggone truck. Had whoever in his ear run the plates. Learned that the truck was from the area that they was caught in. The police truck. What is it doing here with all this fucking mud on it? Unless they would bring somebody back. Now, Alicia was supposed to be on a fucking truce. The motherfucker got her eating peanuts. She cracking, eating peanuts. Supposed to be on the goddamn truce, but she's still here. She would only be here if she was interrogating somebody. And then 2, 3, Angel. If anybody was gonna be in charge of bringing Lisbeth down, it'd have been him. Plus, he'd have been crying because it was his fucking best friend. He would still be walking around here all willy-nilly, all happy-go-lucky. They got him. But we got to find out for sure. So it was the police officer, the one who was like talking to Mayo earlier. They stuck into his house. They trying to question him. He like, oh, don't kill me. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill your family. We just want you to answer our questions. This motherfucker started hyperventilating, having a panic attack. They let him throw some water on his face, catch his breath. And he's like, all right, you calm now. We just got some questions to ask you. That's all he had to say was she was alive. That's all he had to say. But what he do? That motherfucker went and jumped out the damn window to his death. Like, what the fuck you killing yourself for? What the hell? Oh, it was a professor. That's scary looking. It looked like Mike Myers standing behind you. And the dark shadow and the white light hitting his face, and he didn't know who the hell Marcel was because he was just faded to black altogether. Man, baby, that motherfucker jumped out that window and killed himself. Now, we still don't know for sure if her ass is in there. We still don't know for sure. But like I said, we go back in there, and Alicia Sierra is really getting to Lisbeth, baby. It looks like she about to crack and give it all up. Throwing another monkey wrench in our fucking plans. All right, y'all. That was episode 2 of Money Heist. If I forgot anything, y'all just drop it in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about that episode if y'all remember it. We're going to move on to episode 3 next week. I'll probably have it up by Friday or what have you. Man, this show is still good as fuck. This show just gets better and better and better every fucking episode. The acting, the action. Yeah, we're going to see what the hell Arturo got up his fucking sleeve. We're going to see if Lisbeth, Raquel gonna crack. But the professor worked on a way to get a signal to her, let him know, we out here, baby, we got you. Just like he broke Tokyo ass out of jail, we gonna get you out of their custody too. It's like we got Rio out, we gonna get you out too. That's how he feeling. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.